Alright, next up is Kakashi from Naruto. If you can see here, he's doing Chidori. So let's get to the review of this video, of this figurine. So to begin with, Kakashi here is one of my favorite ninjas from Naruto. He's the child prodigy who was the youngest Jonin to become youngest kid to become a Jonin. Well, yeah, my bad. But yeah, so he's one of the coolest characters. The mask makes him look good. The fact that he's the copy ninja, the fact that he's got the Sharingan, the Chidori, his move is just amazing. The fact that he invented a whole new move all by himself under the influence of Lord Hokage the Fourth is just all amazingly done. His character development was something that was really well done. Over a period of time, he not only just adapted as a cool ninja himself, but also as a good teacher, someone who mentored his own students really well, and he got, well, I mean, maybe not the epitome of being the best teacher. Like, he was the coolest teacher, no doubt, but I wouldn't say he was the best teacher because well, Sasuke, not a successful student, but he mentored Naruto the best he could. He was the reason why Naruto managed to get his newest jutsu, which was the Rasen Shuriken. So a lot of credit to him. He's an incredible teacher. He knows what he's talking about, and he had a lot of roles to play in this in the whole storyline. He had a deep view of the characters, and there was just like a one thing I loved about the character was he was shrouded in this sort of mystery throughout the show when they kept showing him near the graveyard, and they didn't explain to us like what was going on. Like, hey, what's so mysterious about his life? Why is he always reading his book? Why is he always bringing flowers to the grave over there? So there's just a lot of mystery in the character. Getting to the figurine itself, let's start from the bottom here. The legs are really nice built, very good proportionate over here. They got the texture again over here. It's got like the ridges in here making it feel like completely textured. The boots are really well done, and unlike the Shikamaru figure, if you see here, the toes do not have that paint smudge. So this is incredible how well they've done this. Moving further, he's got the pouch over here at the back, which is really well done, and at the same time, if you see in details, they haven't missed a single spot over here. There's no paint smudge from the pouch over here or anything. It's just very well done. Just, yes, heads up one thing, this figurine's not super sturdy, so it'll keep falling over. The only thing holding this figurine in place is that leg. That's all. If you push from here even a little bit, it tips over. Or even if you move this and drop it accidentally or lose that piece, this figurine's gonna fall. As cool as this figurine is, it has a good number of flaws to it. The hair is just incredible for the price range, especially. The hair is just absolutely incredible. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here, but really incredible hair. Like, really, look at that. That hair is done amazingly, along with the headband, how well it's detailed over here, and they've managed to get the headband each inside which they have done the ridges, the back again. Okay, so maybe I was wrong about the Uzumaki logo over here. It's not exactly just only Uzumaki logo, but maybe that's just the ninja suit. I may be wrong. It does seem a little odd though, doesn't it? Because that is the symbol of the Uzumaki clan, and none of these Jonins are Uzumaki, so it really threw me off. Sorry about that. Looking further, if you see, the hands are really done well. Let's not move too fast over here. The back over here is really nice. It's got the good detailing done here. The arm is done well. It's got like the hand backwards, the way he runs. The knee is done really nicely. The only way I guess I'll be able to proceed with like showing you the full details of the figurine is to take it off the stand. So yeah, heads up. And another thing was, a big heads up on this would be that Chidori over here, it holds well but not super well, so at times, like, if you keep like knocking it, it's gonna fall off. The Chidori though, let's just get to that. That is like made out of PVC, and it's really nicely done. It's held together by the small little hole here and nice part in his hand which actually holds on to this, so it's beautifully done. This over here, if you see the way light goes through it, I'm not sure if you can see how the way the light goes through it. Maybe if I can like turn on the flash of this camera just to show you how the light goes through this. It's beautiful. Light, the way it travels inside this is just amazing. Since I have the flash on, I could just show you the hair again. The detail on it is unbelievable. It's just remarkable how well the detail is done. Agree, there's a lot of dust on this figurine, but the detail though, yeah, I gotta clean this up really. Oh, there we go. The only thing that holds this place in place would be this. That's it. There's nothing else that holds it down. So it does have that one major flaw in the figurine. Now, before I get to the front of the figurine, let me just put this to the side. This stand over here is made out of plain plastic. A little bit hollow at the bottom. It's made in China, it says below. I do not see, I think it is, again, as I said for the Shikamaru figure as well, it might be a replica, because I do not see any branding anywhere, and from what I know, most of the figurines, I don't know, well, I don't know where I was going with that. So, so this one again is from ComicSense, and I got this in the set with the other one. This, although, did come with an extra part. So the whole body came as one, but this leg was kept separately. The leg that balances on top of that tiny gel thing. So this figurine here has got, both legs come off. Okay, my bad. I do not remember that. But both legs come off. So if I was to just make him stand like this, you can see the front detail is really nice. The face is not that great, but then again, you don't really get to see the face too much. The scar, they got the detail in there. The eyes, they got the detail in there, and they tried to get the Sharingan as best as possible, but seriously, they missed the Sharingan properly. I think that, yeah, and if you see even the symbol on the headband, it's kind of like hit or miss. It's not really always going to be really good. It depends also maybe in your luck. If you manage to get a good one, you might not like get that missed print on that. But yeah, I didn't get the good print on that. The eyes do not line up perfectly, and even though this eye on the left is supposed to look like maybe it's open, because if you see the markings on top of it, it does not work together really well. So I would have to cut points and deduct points for the face detail, but other than that, overall the figurine's hair is really nicely done. The rest of the figurine's done well. The body is well detailed. It's got a good amount of detail in the pockets over here. It's got a good detail at the shoulder pads. It does not have the silver points where the shoulder pads attached to the jacket. So yeah, I don't know if that's just a Kakashi thing or if that's a figurine thing. So that's on me. I guess I would have to not count that under my review part. The legs have got a nice holster. There is a slight different coloration here at the hip to the knee, which really gives it a different effect, and over here at this knee as well. It's well done. Like the coloration, I would have to give it a good higher point of review, higher points in the review, and I would have to give like the hair detail really good points for the review, and overall the figurine well built. The feet a little loose, but overall well built. It's sturdy. The figurine does not feel like it's gonna break. Like you can hold on to it. You can tell that this is not gonna break. The arms are held well in place. It's PVC, so it's not going anywhere. This ridge over here is what holds onto the Chidori and keeps it in place. So overall from the front, the figurine's done well. Even the zip is done well. The only thing I would have to say that was a flaw is the face. That did not get that detail well, and the forehead headband. They did get the metal plates on his hands correct over here and here, so points for that. And feet detail, if you see, is done well. It's got good toes here. It has a slight paint smudge, but not anything that you can notice much. The good thing although for this figurine is because it's going to be like facing frontwards with his face down, you really don't get to see so much of his face. So even though the face is lacking the detail, you would not be able to notice as much of that. Overall, great figurine, amazing price. I must say it's a good buy, definitely, especially for people out there looking for Kakashi. And I do not think currently in any of the official lineup there is a Kakashi out there for you guys to buy or collect. So great addition to your collection. It's got a really nice Chidori effect. When I put this whole thing together, it just creates an amazing effect. Even though the face's detailing was lost, it does not play a huge part in the figurine. The figurine still looks amazing, remarkable figurine. I would say that this is definitely way better than the Shikamaru one, because despite the Shikamaru one having good detail on the shadow possession, it did cut down a lot of detail not only in the face, and it cut down detail in the hands, it cut down detail in a lot of paint areas. There were a lot of paint smudges and stuff which did not look right, as compared to this one where the paint is done much better. It's done very well. The body, and also the Shikamaru's fingers were a little bit like elongated. It felt a little warped and unrealistic. So let's put this figurine together now. Yep, put the figurine back together, and I don't know why it won't focus, but let's just hold on. Alright, back to focus. So put the figurine back together. It's got some amazing detail to it. As you can see, the face may not be seen, but overall it just gives an amazing look to it. The set from Shikamaru in this one is definitely worthwhile. The Chidori's done super well. It does not overlap on his body or anything. It's well done overall. The face looks great, and the way the effect is created is just amazing. Now, to get to the height, I do not know if it would be right for me to check the maximum height of this figurine, because the figurine is more sideways. So for this one, I will do not only a height test, but kind of like an elongated test as well, like to see how long it is. So looking just purely at height, I would have to take it to the Chidori. So till the Chidori, I would say it is like around 11.5 centimeters, the whole figurine. If you see, I don't know if you can see it, maybe if I bring this here, so you see it's around like 11.5 centimeters, whereas the figurine's just general height, if I take to his hand, is around 8 centimeters, and the overall just if you want to see Kakashi's head, would be around 7 centimeters or 6.5 centimeters. Now, if I was to go with the length this way, I would have to say from the base onwards, it is around 19.5 centimeters. But if I was just to count without the stand, just the figurine, it would be around 17 centimeters. And if I was to go it like a proper length diagonal, I would have to say it is around 20.5 centimeters. So really well built figurine. Also, if you want, I could take the width as well, which would be, if I was to take from the Chidori as well, around 16 centimeters. So overall, the figurine's pretty large. It'll take up a lot of room on your shelf if you're trying to get this to your collection. Just keep in mind that. And overall, it's a remarkable figurine, great price value, and I would 100% recommend, if you want to get this for your collection, get it. Especially if you get it in the set, it's perfect because you get a really good value for your money. If I was to rate this figurine, I would say I would give it I would give it a solid 7, because despite it having that face detail loss, it was still an amazing figure, especially the Chidori effect which they have done. Maybe I'll push it to 7.5 because just how amazing the Chidori looks. So 7.5 I would have to give. 1 point more than the Shikamaru's, because Shikamaru did lose a lot more detail than the Kakashi. But Kakashi's done really well, and have to give it the points what it deserves. So 7.5 out of 10 for this one. Definitely, again, I would say the positives are far greater than the negatives. I got this again from ComicSense. If you guys want to check this out, go on ComicSense. I do not know if this is in stock anymore, but if it is in stock, I would 100% say get this. So far, from all the ComicSense figurines that I have, I would say